Welcome back to our YouTube channel where we provide valuable information to help you navigate the world of healthcare. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to apply for Medicare, and in most cases, you do not automatically get Medicare, so you have to take some steps and make sure you have your Medicare Part A and Part B on time. To make the process easier for you, we have broken it down into simple steps. So grab a pen and a paper and let's dive in. Step number 1 is to determine your eligibility. And as I mentioned in our previous video, Medicare is available to individuals aged 65 and older, as well as those with certain disabilities and those with end-stage renal disease. Make sure you meet the eligibility criteria before proceeding. Before going into the next step, I wanted to emphasize that we are talking about enrolling into original Medicare Part A and Part B. We will discuss enrollment into private insurance plans or Part D prescription in a separate video. If you are already enrolled in Medicare Part A and Part B and have questions about adding a Medicare supplement insurance or other types of medical plans to fill in the gaps that original Medicare doesn't cover, please feel free to reach out to us to check options available on our website. Now let's go to the next step. Step number 2 is to choose your enrollment method. And there are a few ways to apply for Medicare. The most convenient options are basically applying online through the official Social Security Administration website or by calling their toll-free number. You can also visit your local Social Security office and apply in person. Next step is basically gather all the necessary documents. Before starting your application, make sure you have the required documents. This may include your Social Security card, birth certificate, proof of age, proof of U.S. citizenship, lawful residency, and any relevant employment or insurance information. You may also need to remember some details of your previous marriages in case you do not have enough credits or units to qualify for Medicare on your own. Now, the next step is basically complete the application, whether you choose to apply online, over the phone, or in person. Basically, you would have to follow the prompts and provide accurate information. Double check your details before submitting to avoid any delays in the application process. Next step is pretty obvious. You basically submit your application after completing all the necessary steps. They review it one last time, and if you apply online or over the phone, you can typically submit your application electronically if you do it over the online, and you get a confirmation. If applying in person, hand in your completed application to the Social Security representative. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? It is important to apply for Medicare on time when you're first eligible. Typically, you would apply for Medicare Part A and Part B about 3 months before your 65th birthday. This is called the initial enrollment period. Again, this period begins 3 months before your 65th birthday and lasts for 7 months. It includes your birthday month and extends 3 months after. That's how it works. It's important to know that if you delay applying for Medicare beyond this enrollment period, you may face penalties and may have a gap in coverage. So mark your calendar and make sure to apply during this time frame. If you're already receiving Social Security benefits before turning 65, in this case, you will automatically be enrolled in Medicare Part A and Part B. You'll receive your Medicare card in the mail about 3 months before your 65th birthday. If you're still working and have employer-provided health insurance, you may have the option to delay your Medicare enrollment. However, it's important to consider the size of your employer to determine whether Medicare will be your primary or secondary coverage, and there are rules about that as well. For individuals who missed the initial enrollment period or didn't qualify for automatic enrollment, there is general enrollment period that occurs each year from January 1st to March 31st. And during this time, you can sign up for Medicare Part A and Part B, but your coverage will start later in the year. No matter how you apply for Medicare, remember that the processing times may vary, so be patient and keep an eye out for or communications from Medicare or Social Security Administration. Once you have your Medicare card with Part A and Part B, you may want to consider enrolling into a Medigap or Medicare Advantage plan. Also, it is very important to add Part D without delays, as there could be penalties if you don't enroll on time for Part D. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. I have recently published an unusual book that contains a collection of poems about Medicare. The book is available on Amazon and major bookstores. Now, here's one of the poems from the book explaining the process of applying for Medicare. If you would like to read more poems and learn about Medicare in a fun way, you can get it on Amazon. Links below. That wraps up today's video on how to apply for Medicare. We hope this information has been helpful to you. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.